Friends, welcome back to the channel. I am so excited to do this video. If you are thinking about becoming a Squarespace designer, number one, congrats. This is a great step and honestly is probably one of the best times to do this. Is it too late? No, not at all. I'll probably talk about that a little bit in this video, but in this video, I'm really gonna cover 3 key steps for you to get started as a designer. Cool, so if we just met, my name's David. I've built over 150 websites on Squarespace and I've probably touched about 1,000 in different projects. And this year we're set to do $1 million in revenue over the last 4 years on Squarespace related work. So where I'm coming from is a lot of experience and a lot of knowledge in this world to get you up and running and get you up to 10K projects. Now, if we just met, truly, I have a ton of content on my channel, so definitely check that out. But in this video, let's begin with number 1. The first thing, very first thing you need to do is create a portfolio website that shows 3 to 5 projects you've worked on. Now, you may say, I don't have 3 to 5 projects. That's okay. You just need to build demo websites and then from there be able to show them off on your site. So the site will be broken down into basically 5 core pages: your home page, about page, services, projects, and contact us. You will eventually have a testimonial page as well, so call it 6, but basically that is your site. And you need to show at least 3 to 5 projects on the site. Again, if you don't have it, you're just gonna build sites as demo sites and get them up and running. There's a few ways you can go about this. You just need to build them and show them off. Take screenshots of them, capture them, show them on your website, and if you can, link to them. Now, if you just started out, you might not have a long trial period. I'll talk about that more in a moment. If you're just starting out, you might say, well, how do I do this? How do I build these sites? You need to build sites for the ideal type of clients you want to have. Don't overthink this. Don't get caught up in this. I have a rule of 10. Do something 10 times before you question it. So build 10 sites before you get to the point where you're like, am I good at this? Am I bad at this? Should I focus on like fitness experts? Should I focus on coaches? All of that. That's a lot. Just focus on building Squarespace sites, get up and running, and you want to get to 10 as soon as possible before you overthink pricing, before you overthink your category, like your niche, any of that stuff. Before you overthink any of that, just build 10. You want to get up and running and you want to get better at the platform. Being good at the platform is the key here, because once you get good at the platform, you'll be able to do so much. If you need a checklist for building a portfolio site, we have a free checklist on our website that you can check out. It'll walk you through everything you need to know about building the portfolio site. And if you want my recommendation, do it in less than 2 weeks. Might sound crazy, but you need to get up and running. Build your portfolio site in less than 2 weeks. If you need to build demo sites, number 2 is gonna be really helpful for you, and you'll do that first. But when you get to work on your portfolio site, do it in less than 2 weeks. Don't seek perfection, seek progress. Progress is getting it up and running, because once you get it up and running, you could start flashing it to everyone and saying, hey, look, I'm a Squarespace designer. I'm a Squarespace designer. Check out my site. Check out my site. And that's when you actually start. All right, so I'm getting ahead of myself. Number 2, you want to, this is a big one. This is probably the one I will lose most people at. You're gonna want to spend at least 100 hours in the platform in the next 30 days. If you really want to become a designer on Squarespace, I highly recommend spending 100 hours on the platform in the next month. The reason you do this is you just got to go through the nuances, try to solve problems, try to figure things out, build a shop, build an e-commerce store, and get it as close as possible to up and running in 2 weeks. Build a blog, get it as close as possible to up and running in 2 weeks. Build a consultant website, almost the same as your portfolio website. Build those out and go through the entire experience. Build out all the sections, use other sites as inspiration, get it all up and running. Once you do that, you're gonna be in a really good spot. That first 100 hours is gonna dictate so much of the next 1,000 hours. The way you go through those 100 hours is gonna make you so much better over time, and it's gonna help you really understand the nuances of the platform. Where do you add the code if you need to add it to the header? Or where do you add the code if you need to add it to a specific page? Or where do you do this on the platform? How do you add social link? How do you connect accounts? How do you add extensions? How do you set up shipping? How do you set up taxes? All of that stuff you'll be able to figure out in Squarespace by solving these kind of problems. But the way you do that is time. You just need to put a lot of time into the platform, learn as much as you can. Now, I know this is a huge demand, so if you even get to like 70 hours, props. Don't settle there. Don't try to like short change this. Try to do 100. But if you do 50 hours in the next 30 days, you are significantly better than the individual who just started on Squarespace today and has spent 2 hours on the platform. Already you'll be able to help someone who is just getting started, and this is how you grow. Which leads us to number 3. So now you have a portfolio website because you've spent 100 hours in the platform, you've built demo websites. Number 3, become a circle member. Squarespace has this program for new designers, or if you're a designer, to be able to get a few extra perks with the platform. The most important one is the 6-month trial for a website. This is gonna streamline and make your initial process with the client so much easier than a 2-week trial period. The 2-week trial period is a bit of a headache at the beginning, and it complicates projects quickly. So you really want to work to get this circle membership as soon as possible. I even recommend, if you have $100 to invest into this business that will potentially create thousands of dollars for you, I have 2 recommendations. But the first recommendation is, when you build those demo websites, just start paying for them each month. I know it might sound like a lot, but just pay a monthly fee, the smallest monthly fee, and then you could become a circle member faster. So when you take on your first client, you have that 6-month trial. Another alternative is become friends with another designer who is a circle member, and they could start the site for you, pass ownership to you, and that way you get the 6-month trial. Or you just do whatever you can to get that circle membership. You start 3 sites, get it up and running, you're good to go. But by becoming a circle member, you get the 6-month trial, there's discounts involved, and you get put into the circle forum, which gives you a lot of other resources. You get to stay up to date with the latest tools that they're building. They release things to the circle members first before they release it to the general public. So you get a lot more exposure to the best parts of the platform and support as well. And if you really want to get started at a high level, this is probably the bonus I wish I had when I got started. We have a designer starter kit. The designer starter kit is the best place to get started as a designer. My proposal's in there. I walk you through how I set up my proposal. We have our template in there, the template we start any brand new site with that makes the design process literally take 10 minutes. We have a ton of other resources. A lot of the principles I live by, we have video content in there as well. So things that are not on YouTube, we have a lot in the designer starter kit to get you up and running quickly and easily. And I should probably be charging over $1,000 for it, and it's a tenth of the price. Definitely check it out. The price will be going up soon. Check it out in a link below. With that, thank you for watching. If you got value from the video, hit the like button so that other people who are becoming designers can see this video. Number 2, you already know, if you have questions, drop them down below. And if you made it to the end of the video, drop a comment down below, just right end. I love to reply to all my comments. So if you got to the end, hit end. And then finally, yeah, obviously subscribe. If you want more content like this, subscribe. I'm here to help you grow so you can have more freedom making money, whether you're at your job and you're making money on the side, or you want to do this full time, whatever that is, this channel is for you. I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.